All right, Saki Jetpack, you're up first. And you wear the full Death Knight armor set, and you use 2 max level Magma Blade curved swords and a max level GeminiSlayer seal. For talismans, we have the Talisman of the Dread, Millicent's Prosthesis, Rotten Wing Sword Insignia, and the Shard of Alexander. In the Physic of Flame Shrouding crack tier and the Thorny crack tier, 12 red, 2 blue. And for spells, we have Flame Grant Me Strength, Golden Vow, and Mesmer's Orb. We are level 200 with 60 Vigor, 25 Mind, 30 Endurance, 60 Strength, 30 Dexterity, 9 Intelligence, 60 Faith, and 10 Arcane. We also have Godric's Great Rune equipped, and yeah, pretty solid build. And it looks like the first boss we will be fighting is Moog. Mog. I have a feeling this build is about to absolutely delete Moog. Although, you know what the funny thing about Moog is? The fact that his weakness is bleed, and he is the Lord of Blood. That is comical. Yeah, it feels good to be back and making another video. For those of you who don't know, I've been playing Call of Duty. Like, I've just been straight up grinding the rank play. Got all the way to Diamond 1 so far. I do think I'll be able to hit Crimson, which is like pretty good. Also, the new Elden Ring Night Rain, bro, it looks amazing. I am so excited for it. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god, we are destroying him. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've played Elden Ring, but not gonna lie, I'm kind of destroying this guy. Okay, that was a good little warm-up for not playing in a while. But yeah, Elden Ring Night Rain looks really good, and I don't get it. I've been seeing so much hate about the game. People are like, oh, it's a cash grab, oh, they're reusing assets, this and that, a bunch of like, it's just one stupid thing after another. I'm just like, bro, can y'all just be excited that we're actually getting new Elden Ring so soon? Like, we literally just got Shadow of the Erdtree a couple months ago. We're already getting more Elden Ring. And I like that they're changing it up. They're doing more with Elden Ring than just traditional Souls. Don't get me wrong, I love traditional Souls. I love what Elden Ring is. I love the Dark Souls series. All of that, super great stuff. But I think the concept that they came up with for Night Rain, so like for anybody who's living under a rock and doesn't know, it's basically like a randomized Limgrave, right? All this right here. Imagine this, but every like castle, fort, every enemy, all that is randomized every time you load in. And it's not a traditional Souls game. It's not like, instead it's like it's meant to be played and beat within like I don't know, like an hour or so. I heard that one day cycle, there's 3 day cycles. I heard that one day cycle takes like 15 minutes. At the end of each day cycle, you fight a boss. Then there's like a final boss, and you choose the boss that you want to fight before you load into the game. But I also saw that it was designed so that you actually don't know the boss. It's like there's boss types. You pick what boss type you want, but that's not necessarily the boss like you're going to be fighting. You know what I mean? It's just a type. But yeah, you know, of course, the Souls community is toxic as it is. You've got people who are just like, oh my god, it's not Miyazaki, so I don't trust it. Oh my god, it's not a traditional Souls game, so I don't want it. You're dog shit. Yeah, so right here it says, here's how Night Rain breaks down. Imagine stepping back into the opening area of the original game, only there is nothing in the landscape seems to be where you remember it. Also, there are 3 of you now. So what they're saying is it is Limgrave, but randomized. But here's the thing. I think they're underselling it again. I'm calling it now. Mark my words on it. It's going to be more than just Limgrave. They're probably going to have like a Caelid version. Like, that's probably going to be one map and mode with like 8 set of bosses or boss types that you can fight in that area. There's probably going to be another area like Caelid, randomized and stuff, that's going to have 8 different boss types. You know what I mean? Dude, they might take every area and randomize it up. Because remember what they said about Shadow of the Erdtree? They said that all this right here was going to be this. We all thought that we were getting janked. And they did the same thing for Elden Ring. They said, oh, there's only going to be like 30 hours of content. They lied to us. You know that. I'm actually upset because I was recording and I beat Fire Giant. I beat him on the first try without getting hit. I have the footage, so I have proof. I'm not gonna put it in the video though, because there's no audio. There's no like the game audio messed up. So I was messing with some settings in OBS after I recorded the Moog fight, and I accidentally turned off the game audio because I'm stupid. And I also fought Mesmer and beat him. Yeah, so it just sucks because I don't have the audio for those fights. So we're just gonna fight some other bosses. Let's go fight who should we fight? Let's fight Promise Consort. I haven't fought him in a while. I even gave this build a rating and everything. Like, I literally finished the video. I recorded this video in 40 minutes. Also, I noticed while I was editing that a lot of my words were like kind of getting cut off and stuff. It like sounded weird. So I upped the threshold on my microphone. I had to turn it down, and I just never turned it back up. Completely forgot. But yeah, so basically the footage of the Fire Giant and Mesmer are no good. Also, a lot of people are upset about Night Rain having 8 like characters that are more like heroes. There's no like character creator. We'll see how all that plays out. I'm not against it. I don't really care. I mean, most of the time when people make custom characters, they just goof around, you know what I mean? It's nothing serious. So they may let you edit the custom character or the heroes, you know what I mean? So you can custom them to however you like or whatever. We don't know. We just don't have enough information on it. We'll have to wait and see. They're doing a network playtest in February, and you can sign up to join it in January. I'm gonna try and get in. I don't know. I mean, I'm just a little small YouTuber. I don't know if they're really gonna, I don't know who they let in and who they don't, you know? Like some people have already played it early, but I would like to play that network test. It's only on console, unfortunately. I do have a PlayStation though. It just sucks seeing how many people are like so against what they're doing with Night Rain. Like I think it's gonna be really fun. I'm very optimistic, and it is FromSoft, so you know it's in good hands. But I did say at one point, I did say that every company that makes these like Bethesda, it's happened to Bethesda, it's happened to BioWare. They all like reach a peak, right? Like an absolute high, and then they all plummet right after that. And we could see that with From Software. They're not immune to something like that. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not betting that will happen. I don't want that to happen. I'm just saying it is a possibility. Like with Bethesda, bro, they made Skyrim. They were at an absolute high, right? After Skyrim, what happens? They made Fallout 4. Fallout 4 wasn't bad, but it wasn't their best game. And then after Fallout 4, that was their last decent game. I know that Fallout 76 has this like small community that swears they've made it better. And I wouldn't know. I haven't played it ever since its release. And then Starfield, bro. And then with BioWare, right? Mass Effect 3, super high. Everybody was playing Mass Effect 3. What happened after that though? They made Andromeda. Or wait, did they make Anthem first? I don't even know. But they made Andromeda and Anthem. Now, granted, I think Andromeda was a different studio, though. I don't know. You know how like these companies have like a studio in Austin, a studio in Santa Monica, or some stupid shit. I'm just saying, these studios, they make these big games, they reach a peak, an absolute high, and then they just plummet right after. And again, I don't know if we're going to see that with From Software. I hope not. I'm very optimistic going into it, to be honest. I think I'm probably more optimistic than a lot of other people around. And I mean, if you think about it, the 8 heroes, really, they're just builds. They're just like pre-made builds. That's all it really is. Or at least that's what it sounds like. What annoys me more than anything is the amount of people comparing it to Fortnite. It's only going to be similar to Fortnite in the sense that there's a storm that shrinks. And that's not even like a Fortnite thing, bro. Like Fortnite wasn't even the first game to do that. That's just a battle royale thing. So I don't know. I mean, we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I'm very optimistic. But if they could let us save the seeds of the worlds that we play, that would be a massive game changer. And if From Software doesn't let us do it, if the modding community can get that in, that would be a big W. Nice. That only took me 20 minutes. That is crazy. 20 minutes and like 3 tries. It's pretty insane. All right, Saki Dreadpact. Let's talk about your build. So honestly, this is one of my favorite builds that we've had on the channel so far. I mean, it shreds everything, and it sucks I don't have the footage of the fire giant or Mesmer, but this build was absolutely, I mean, I do have the footage, I just don't have the audio, so it's not really like usable. But this build was absolutely shredding them. It's obviously a 10 out of 10. I think the only change I would make personally for me, is that I would change the Thorny for the blood sucking, because it's just going to be more damage for like a longer period of time. The Thorny will run out first, I think. I'm pretty sure on that. Somebody fact check me on that, but I'm pretty sure. That's the only change I would make, and that's not even like a necessary change. You know, like the Thorny still works just as well. There's no reason to not have it in, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna give this one a 10 out of 10, and I'm not sure, is this the first 10 out of 10 we've had on this channel? I'm gonna have to go back and look.